Madam Speaker, President Obama announced one of the largest extra-constitutional power grabs ever by a chief executive. He declared unilaterally that almost 5 million undocumented aliens will receive deferred action under some newfangled definition of prosecutorial discretion, Madam Speaker.
All right, I got to tell you, Trey Gowdy is unbelievable. Republican from South Carolina. He's going to head the Select Committee on Benghazi. He's a former prosecutor. This man has a future, a very bright future, not only in this party, but for this country. And this was several weeks ago, and I've been meaning to get this to you, but I think it's very important that you see Trey Gowdy in action. And you heard a little bit of him over there talking about Obama, talking about his abuse of the, of the executive office, abuse of power, trampling on the Constitution when it comes to his executive order on immigration reform. And just listen to this man and sit there and enjoy.
Not only that, not only escaping consequences, he has decided to bestow benefits such as work authorization and immigration benefits. This, Madam Speaker, despite the fact that the very same president over 20 different times said he lacked the power to do what he just did. And he repeatedly said he's not a king. Now, Madam Speaker, his position may have changed after the election, I hasten to add, but the Constitution has not.
That's right. The Constitution has not. And ladies and gentlemen, as a sidebar before we go on with Trey Gowdy, and I've said this, look, if you believe that the President of the United States is trampling on the Constitution, is acting against the law, illegally, violating the law, overstepping his bounds, like I said, ignoring the Constitution, contradicting himself on what his parameters are when it comes to things he could do with immigration, saying I can't do it, and then doing it. You have two options if you're in the Congress. You withhold the funding or you impeach. As a matter of fact, it's not should we impeach, it's your constitutional duty if you believe that the President of the United States is violating the law and the Constitution to impeach. It's plain and simple. You have a responsibility to the country. Now, I'm not saying they should, but if that's what they believe, here's more from Mr. Gowdy.
That document is clear, time-tested, and true, and it says that this body passes laws, and it is the responsibility of the chief executive, Madam Speaker, to make sure that those laws are faithfully enforced. If this president's unilateral, extra-constitutional acts are not stopped, Madam Speaker, future presidents will no doubt expand that power of the executive branch and threaten the constitutional equilibrium.
And that's the key here. That's the key here. Of course, I don't believe a Republican president would have the nerve to go and do what Barack Obama has done when it comes to just issuing executive order after executive order, but on a scale we've never seen before. I don't care about numbers. I'm talking about gravity, how much it matters, and the executive orders, what the weight of them are and what they affect. Here's one more.
This is not a fight between Republicans and Democrats. It's not even a fight over immigration reform. This is a fight over whether this branch of government will ever find the courage to stand up for itself. The same document that this and all president swears to defend gives this body certain tools like the power of the purse. And it's about damn time we use that tool. So I would ask you to oppose this motion to recommit, support the underlying bill, and I would yield back my time.
And of course that failed, and the other option, the other tool, is impeachment. And you know what? I don't believe John Boehner is going to use either tool when push comes to shove, and that's a crying shame. It's also dangerous. Your Newsmax Now update is next. Don't go away.